Welcome back, guys, to the super happy, awesome, special, fun thing. Yay! We're having so much fun here. Just lots of fun! Ah! Okay. Once again, I'm really pulled out of a warm, comfortable snooze by the invasive blurring of my alarm on my phone. Still half asleep, I fumble for the offending item and slam the alarm off, but the damage has already been done. Great, you broke the phone. Ugh. My brain wastes no time in reminding me of what happened yesterday, both during lunch and during the club meeting. Wonderful. Starting the day in a bad mood is perhaps the worst way to start it.
Good morning.
I gave a non-committal grunt in reply. Mom looks up from her coffee with a look of surprise on her features.
Good to see you as well, Flam.
I'm not a morning person, Mom. You know that. Unfortunately, not even Sayori was really able to cheer me up yesterday after school. She really tried, but I just couldn't get Yuri off my mind. Mom is silent as she studies me. There's no way I'd be able to hide the fact that I'm in a bad mood, so I mentally prepare myself for a flurry of questions.
You don't seem so chipper today. What's wrong, honey?
Nothing. She sighs to herself.
I can read you like a book, Flam. It's Yuri, isn't it?
What? How did...
Just call it motherly intuition. What happened? Flam, I can't help you unless you let me.
I'm really not in the mood to delve into it. Her tone is gentle as she speaks.
I understand that you're upset, but please don't bottle things up. Communication is the most important aspect of any
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I have to get going anyway. I don't want to be late. Snatching a piece of toast and ramming it in my mouth. So you're no longer below toast, or you're no longer above toast, huh? I head out of the kitchen, doing my best to avoid what I can only assume is a disappointed look on Mom's face. Morning lessons are feeling like such a drag. Finding it harder and harder to concentrate. My mind keeps focusing on questions that I'd rather not be asked. Such as... Have I caused irreversible damage with Yuri? We're not over, are we? I went as I go over the things I said to her on Friday evening. Calling her arms an ugly mess. But seeing her scratch herself like that, it was scary. Of course, I'd be more liable to panicking and saying something stupid. But the look on Yuri's face serves as a chilling reminder that boundaries were definitely crossed that day. The lunch bell rings. At least spending time with the girls might take my mind off it, if not for a little while. As I enter the club, I immediately notice that both Yuri and Monica aren't in. Well, Monica is fairly hit or miss, given how busy her schedule is. But Yuri... The feeling that something is amiss starts to bubble up.
Hey, Flam.
Hi, just us today.
Yeah, looks like it. Unless Monica shows up, which wouldn't surprise me.
Neither of you have seen Yuri? Sayori exchanges looks with Natsuki. There's no denying the look of concern on both of their faces.
No, we thought you might know.
I shrug. Fat chance of that. You've seen how little she's been talking to me recently.
I've been worried about her ever since I saw her in the bathroom yesterday.
Natsuki narrows her eyes at me.
Yeah, what's up with that? You never told us.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Anyway, guys, I think we should just go and find her. What do you think? I know she said she wanted to be alone yesterday, but...
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Hey, wait for me!
I'll do
the girls' bathrooms. Hey, Natsuki, do you want to check her homeroom? Yeah, sure.
I'll try the courtyard and the roof then. With our hastily made plans, we each set off for a separate destination. Despite my best efforts, I'm not having any luck finding her, although this doesn't surprise me. To be honest, the only place I can imagine her being right now would be the girls' toilets. Trying to quell the disquiet in my stomach, I head for the roof. Just as I thought. Empty. With a heavy heart, I head back downstairs. Any luck? Sayori shakes her head dejectedly.
Maybe she just didn't come in today. Yeah, she didn't. One of her classmates told me. Flam, couldn't you have just called her?
You say that like she'd actually respond to me.
Huh? Something real bad went down between you two, didn't it?
I don't answer.
Don't worry, guys. She's probably just feeling sick or something. Yuri isn't the kind that skips school.
Sarah's right. Yuri isn't a truant by any means. Which either means she is ill or... The lunch bell rings, but it sounds like a million miles away. Dimly, I'm aware of Sayori and Natsuki talking.
Anyway, I'll see you two at the club, okay?
Natsuki mutters something that I don't catch. Yeah. But I have no intention of sticking around for the rest of the school day, let alone the literature club meeting. Taking a deep breath, I knock on the front door. Please open, please open, please open. The seconds that pass by feel like hours. Nothing. Abandoning the diplomatic approach, I pound on the door much harder. Each knot reflects the desperation I'm feeling. Nothing. Disappointment and worry flare up, both as strong as the other. I restlessly pace on the spot, pondering my options. While breaking in is tempting, even I know that's way too over the top. I check my phone, knowing full well I won't have any messages or calls from her. I sure love being proven correct. It's only 13:18, so I can't go home yet. Mom would flip if she knew I was ditching school. I guess my best bet is to just sit tight for a couple hours? Yeah. It's a pretty bad plan, but unfortunately it's all I have right now. And yet a few hours later, still no luck. My stomach gurgles. I can really feel the stiffness in my joints from having sat down for so long. And of course, nothing from Yuri. I gaze towards the door. Who knows what Yuri's doing within? Oh, she's even inside. I could call the police and ask for a welfare check. Seems a little drastic, though. Plus, if she's fine and doesn't want to talk, I'm pretty sure police intervention will make things even worse. That is, if they can get any worse. With a surge of anger, I smash on the door one more time. Much like with me kicking the wall, it achieves nothing except a white, hot pain in my fists. My stomach gurgles again as a wave of bitter frustration rolls over me once more. I just wasted hours of my life for absolutely nothing. For a girlfriend who won't even speak to me. I shake my head. How did it come to this?
Flam?
What? Mom gestures to the toast I'm half-heartedly trying to eat.
You need to eat. You don't want to be late for school.
I'm not hungry. She sighs quietly.
I know you're upset, sweetheart, but you can't stay like this forever. I'm sure that whatever's going on between you and Yuri will get better.
I really hope so, Mom.
This is just the nature of teenage love, I'm afraid. Anyway, shouldn't you be going now?
I rarely look up at the clock. She's right. Yeah, I'll see you later then.
Bye, Flam. Have a good day.
In spite of myself, I find myself walking towards Yuri's house. Super awesome fun time! I know I'll likely just get ignored again, but a part of me tells me that I have to at least try. School can wait. And here we are. The dark red door, that dark red barrier that Yuri hides behind. Yuri? Here I am, calling out to a door. Trying to shake off how ridiculous it smells to look, I press on. Look. I know things aren't right between us. I nearly snort after I realize what I just said. That must have been the understatement of the century. But please, just talk to me. I'm worried about you, you know? Especially after I found you in the girls' bathroom. Please. Yuri, I know you're there. Well, I know you're home at least. Oh, there's a good chance that you're in your bedroom and I'm talking to no one at all. My voice cracks a bit with emotion. Yuri, I'm begging you. Please hear me. Please be okay. I just want you to be happy. Yuri. Nothing. I sigh and close my eyes, slipping down against the door. I was an idiot for thinking this would have gone any differently. The question is, do I commit an entire day to waiting here, or do I cut my losses and... The soft sound of a click and the door slowly cracking open jolts me to my feet. Through a slightly ajar doorway, I can see a very unsure-looking Yuri. For a moment, there's silence between us. Silence that actually feels very, very awkward. Can I come in? Wordlessly, she looks down, biting her lip. In my mind's eye, I could practically see her receding back behind her shell again. A shell that I thought I'd help crack for good. Or we just talk here if you're not comfortable letting me in. Honestly, I'll take whatever I can get at this point. At my words, Yuri nods and slowly swings the door open. I can hardly dare to believe she's even talking to me again. On paper, it sounds ridiculous. Who would eternally celebrate talking to their girlfriend again? But after everything that's happened, it just goes to show the severity of the situation. So, nervously jamming my hands in my pockets, I struggled to get some words out of my mouth. Anything to break this awkward silence. How you been? But I don't even know where to start. There are so many things I feel like I should say. The weight of the argument feels like it's weighing even heavier on my shoulders right now. Water. She's looking at me with expression both expectant and sad. Neither of us know how to make the first move. I, once again, predict the text. I only did that as a joke game. As a joke. How the fuck do you think she's been? You idiot. Yes! Of course, I opened with such a stupid question.
I've been okay.
More silence. I see. That's good. It's almost laughable. It is laughable. This is so stupid. She can't really think that I'd believe she's been okay, right? Oh, and here it comes again. My damn sarcastic side. Flam, you're going to have to make sure you don't accidentally snap at Yuri. Lord knows when the next time I'll get to talk to her will be. Funny how my emotions fluctuate so violently nowadays, at least when it comes to Yuri. Give this guy the stupidest medal of the stupidest person of the century medal. Oh, this is so cringe. I mean, it's been awkward enough as it is, and this is just turning to cringe. Ugh. I'm actually been in pain with this one. From guilt and sadness to anger and frustration. My mind's been scrambled since our fight. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to say. There's just so much we have to talk about that I don't know how to start.
Same here.
Yeah. Come on, Flam, just talk to her. I just wish we could go back in time and to how we used to be. Yuri, I miss being with you, and I'm so worried about you. Those happy times when we could just chit-chat and giggle over nothing. I'd give anything to go back to those times.
Well, at least you still have Sayori to do all that with.
Sayori? Why are you bringing her into this? She's totally irrelevant to what's been going on between us.
Sorry, I'm just... What I meant to say was, regardless of what happens, you'll always be able to turn to her.
Yuri, I feel like you've already made up your mind about this. It seems as though you resigned yourself to never changing and just breaking up. Please tell me I'm wrong.
It's hard to talk about these matters.
I know it's hard. You think I don't know that? But if we want to fix things, we have to talk.
I know.
If you know, then why have you been ignoring me for an entire week? Despite my best efforts to remain calm, I could feel my temper flaring up again. I just wanted to talk to you, to somehow solve our problems together. But how am I supposed to do that if you don't communicate with me? Our relationship can't be saved if it's just me working on it. How do you think it makes me feel? Look, I know that you have problems and that are probably outside of the realm of my comprehension. A hint of sarcasm begins to unwillingly creep into my words. But all this stuff is seriously affecting my own mental health too. My feelings aren't invalidated because you may have some more difficult problems to deal with, right?
I never said...
Yes, you might not intend to. But sometimes I feel like implications like that weigh down on me. So come on, Yuri. If I could talk about these things that I've never told anyone else before, why can't you? Okay. I know that you're probably unsure of what to say first. So, how about we start with the argument? Could you tell me your side of it? What did I say that upset you so much? I feel like I'm being too aggressive now, but I can't help it. It's as though I have to get answers out of her while I still can.
You wouldn't understand.
Have you not been listening to a thing I've said? How am I supposed to understand if you're not helping me to see your perspective?
Flam.
She looks down, fiddling with a strand of hair.
I can't.
You what?
I can't deal with all this right now.
What are you talking about?
If you can't even understand this, how am I supposed to explain why the things you said were hurtful?
And again, with the lack of communication.
Have you even heard yourself? Do you know how much you've been pushing me in this conversation?
Look, sorry if I'm being kind of blunt right now, but what else am I supposed to do? I already tried giving you space and playing the good cop, so you can't blame me for trying to be more assertive this time.
I wouldn't call this being assertive.
No? Then what would you call this, huh? Yuri, just forget about social constraints and politeness for a moment. Even if your honest feelings are gonna hurt me, I want to hear them.
If you believe politeness is the only thing stopping me from talking, then you must not know me as well as you thought.
Huh?
But that's besides the point.
Okay, but I'm serious when I say that you can lay it on me.
Flam?
Just tell me what you're thinking already.
Can you stop attacking me for 1 second?
Attacking? I'm sorry if it feels like I'm attacking you, but it's the only thing that seemed to have worked so far. What do you want me to do then? Not say anything?
I want you to do what you had been doing all along. That is, until our argument.
But I clearly didn't make too big of a difference acting that way. All this time, I've been trying to gently nag at you to open up and go to therapy and to actually do something to fix your problems. But look at where we are now.
So now you finally show your true face.
What?
I should have known that no one could be that kind of patient towards me. That kind and patient towards me. All this time, you've just been a fair-weather friend, or should I say boyfriend.
What are you on about now?
You can't handle a relationship unless everything is happy. Back then, you let me believe that you'd support me no matter what. Even when you knew that I was getting bullied, even when you found out how much of a freak I am. Everything was just a lie, I guess. All you want to do is dump me at the therapist's office to cure me.
That's totally not what I was trying to say at all. And are you going to just forget about everything I've done out of love for you? I've helped you do things like deliver books at school countless times. Oh, and don't forget all the phone calls I made for you too. Every single time I've tried to support you and have your back even during the times when you were wrong. I've stood beside you through thick and thin. I've had to think of dozens of pep talks on the spot. All that just to help you feel better about everything. Yuri looks down, unable to meet my eyes anymore. Some emotion, guilt, maybe, or shame. Clouds of violet of her irises. And about all my talk of therapy, well, what else am I meant to do here? Do you really think self-harm is something I'm experienced with? I only found out about your scars by accident. You haven't told the other girls or even your parents, so... bah.
Flam, do not talk about my parents.
It's kind of scary how I can almost tangibly feel Yuri's mood spike from bleak distress to anger. Still, I can't seem to stop myself from pressing on. Why not? Don't forget, I comforted you about that too. And you know what? If you didn't communicate with them, if they couldn't help you, how am I supposed to do that?
You know nothing about the relationship I had with them.
You know, you were right. I'm starting to believe that I don't know much about you either. I don't even know why our argument happened in the first place, or how this conversation turned into another argument. Scorn laces her voice as she snaps back at me.
You know some of my darkest secrets, yet you're still insisting you know nothing about me.
Yeah, I am, because apparently nothing's changed since the very beginning. Our relationship is stagnant. All your problems are still running rampant. Our communication is in shambles. We're supposed to be talking about all this because it leads to solutions, or at least it's meant to do that. Take your self-harm. What would be your solution to that?
If you say therapy.
Yeah, it is therapy. But surprise, surprise, you don't want to try it.
Therapy isn't the magical fix that your naive, idealistic viewpoint leads you to think it is, Flam.
I'm trying to push you to change for the better, Yuri. This is why we're never going to fix our problems. In fact, that's probably why we've been having fights lately. You barely talk about what's bothering you until it's way, way too late. You've adopted the worst way of dealing with your issues, and you just blatantly refuse to try a different method. How are you ever going to get better? Do you even want to get better? I'm starting to think you don't. You might not like it, but you're going to have to do stuff you don't like if you want to change. You can't stay a coddled little girl forever. When are you going to grow up and realize this? There's a moment of silence for There's a moment of silence for a moment. Then suddenly, tears begin leaking out of Yuri's eyes. But despite the tears, there's a quiet fury in her voice.
You're not going to be the one to fix me.
She clenches her hands tightly into fists, digging her fingernails into her palms, hard enough to turn her nails white.
Relationships aren't a cure-all, and it's about time you got that through your fucking head.
For a moment, I'm stunned into silence. I never heard Yuri swear before. The magnitude of the intensity behind her words makes me realize just how serious the situation really is.
And if you think that you're even more stupid than I thought.
Without waiting for my reaction, she slams the door in my face with surprising force. However, not even the loud slam of the door breaks me out of my stupor. As I stand numbly on the doorstep and wait for my senses to slowly return, the hopelessness of the situation sinks in. I stare at the door, not even trying to fight off the waves of despair coursing through me. How is it possible that things got even worse? How is it possible that once more, I'm once again separated from Yuri by a physical barrier? The smooth brown hue of the door taunts me. The more I miserably stare at it, the more it feels like some sort of impenetrable fortress. The shock of being thrown out and hear Yuri swear, which, blended by the anger I've been feeling, is quickly ebbing away, leaving only resentment in its wake. Yeah, that's right. Just close the door on me, because that'll really fix your problems, won't it? I bang furiously on the door once more, but this time there's complete silence. A silence that contrasts hugely against the whirlwind in my head. It's almost funny how someone so eloquent and expressive with her language is so god-awful at communicating, you know? Huh. It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. With one last bang on the door, I turn on my heel and leave. Despite a sadistic part of me enjoying the verbal fury I just threw at her, there's no denying the bitter aftertaste of my words. No, there's no point in staying here. With an annoyed sigh, I remember that I'm meant to be at school, which means home is a no-go for now. Guess I'll have to kill some time. I don't know why I chose this place in particular. My feet have been guiding me and my brain just followed along as if it were on autopilot. The only thing I'm focusing on at the moment are the words. Well, they feel more like bullets that were fired between us just now. I pick up a rock and throw it as hard as I can. It's cathartic in a sense. Putting all my energy into a physical action affords me a tiny bit of relief. All you want to do is
dump me at a therapist's office to cure me.
Is that really how she fucking sees things? Half a year again to know her, dating her, only to be told that's how callous she thinks I am? I pick up another rock and throw it as hard as I can. This time the sensation does little to quieten my anger. I'm trying here, Yuri. I'm trying my fucking best. But you're not giving me anything to go off. How am I meant to know when I'm doing well, or how to correct my wrongdoings if you straight up refuse to talk to me? How was I meant to know that you felt like you had to have sex? How am I meant to know anything at all? What even are we? This isn't how a boyfriend and girlfriend should act. It's sad. Right at the beginning of our relationship, I wondered about what we were. And now, when it looks like this is the end of our relationship, here I am wondering the exact same thing again. Maybe things will just blow over. Couples argue all the time. They do, but I wince as I recall the quiet fury in her voice as she warned me not to talk about her parents. Deep down, I know I've overstepped some sort of boundary. Again. The question is, can I redeem myself? That question lingers over me throughout the day, even after I'm back at home.
Flam, you're going to be late for school.
I ignore her voice as I lie in bed, staring dejectedly at the ceiling. Sleep barely came to me last night. Given, really. And besides, school's the last thing on my mind. I know for a fact that if I went in, I wouldn't even retain any information. Plus, having to face the suspicious looks on the other girls' faces. Nah, school is definitely a miss for today. I can't imagine Yuri would want to go to school either, so I can't even use school as an excuse to see her. And even if she did, based on last time, she wouldn't talk to me anyway. Footsteps grow louder and louder outside my room, and I brace myself for the lecture I'm about to receive. To my surprise, even though Mom comes through the door, there's no immediate scolding. As I take my eyes off the ceiling, I notice the concerned look on Mom's face.
Flam? Sweetheart, please. I hate seeing you like this. I never would have imagined your problems with Yuri were this bad. Just talk to me. Well, looks like I'm both a giver and receiver of that command.
She sits down on the foot of my bed.
Did you two break up?
I don't know. I think she hates me, Mom. Tears threaten to escape from my eyes, and I'm in half a mind to hide them, while the other half is tired of hiding how much this is affecting me. Yuri won't even talk to me anymore. I tried talking to her yesterday, but we just had another fight.
What was this fight about?
I close my eyes for another sigh as another sigh escapes me. Just the same stuff as our fight last weekend. I tried being patient with her, but some of the stuff she said just really pissed me off.
You're still not giving me much information. I really want to help you, but I just can't if I don't know the context of the argument.
I know. I really appreciate you trying. Can we maybe talk a little bit later? I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm feeling really drained.
But this means missing school.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking, but I wouldn't even be able to remember anything if I did go in. She doesn't look happy, but I can tell that she's at least thinking it over.
I'll allow it on one condition.
What?
Promise me that you'll at least talk to someone about this, okay? If not me, maybe Sayori. It's just not healthy to keep all this to yourself, and I can't let you just bottle this up. It can lead to all sorts of destructive behaviors, and it's hard enough seeing you unable to face going to school.
Okay. I'll see how I'm feeling later on, okay?
Alright. If you need me, you know where I am, okay? Sleep well.
I'll try. The rest of the day passes with mundane slowness. For the most part, it's proven to be very uneventful. After catching up on sleep, I can definitely say that I feel better, at least physically. Despite the boringness, the day has given me a lot of time to think, namely about the promise I made to Mom just a few hours ago. She's right. Maybe I should call Sayori over. Even though she can't fix anything, I can't deny that her presence alone makes things feel a little better, if only for a few moments. Well, it's 5:30, so she should be at home. Before I get a chance to reach for my phone, however, a light knocking sound fills the room.
Lamb? Do you mind if I come in?
Sayori? Yeah, of course, come in. The door opens, revealing a very concerned-looking Sayori. She wastes no time coming up to me and enveloping me in a warm hug.
Your mom told me that you were feeling really sad, so I came here to try to cheer you up.
Well, that's really sweet of you. I was actually thinking of calling you over. Funny how that works out.
So, talk to me, Flam. You weren't in school today, and I was really worried.
It doesn't really matter. I'm just being silly. That's all. Sometimes I don't even understand myself. I just admitted that I should talk to her, and yet, when she's here, I don't want to cause a fuss.
It does matter, though. Look at how it's affecting you. Please don't think that your problems aren't worth anything, okay? Now, can you tell me about what happened between you and Yuri?
She gently squeezes my hand, and my breath hitches in my throat. For a moment, I look into her eyes and find nothing but warmth. Okay. But you have to promise me that what I'm about to tell you stays between us. Alright? And also, don't forget, you have to treat Yuri the exact same as you always do. No one else can know this. Not Natsuki, not Monica, and definitely not Yuri.
Okay, I promise.
I can't shake out the feeling that I'm somehow about to betray Yuri. But I have my own needs as well. If I'm going to talk to someone about the issues we're having, I'm going to have to be 100% transparent. Do you remember when you found me and Yuri in the girls' bathroom last week? She nods. Well, Yuri was... last chance, Flam. She was cutting herself. Sayori's reaction is exactly how I imagined it would be. Shock and sadness.
Huh? She cuts herself? But why?
It's basically a kind of coping strategy for when she feels really stressed or overwhelmed.
That's so sad, though. I had no idea poor Yuri was going through this.
She tries very hard to hide it, so don't feel too bad. Besides, I only found out by accident.
But it's a really bad way to deal with stuff, isn't it?
I heave a sigh, as nice as it is to find someone who agrees with me. Saori's affirmation drives home my helplessness. Yes, it is. I've been trying to nag her to try therapy, but that's basically caused 2 huge fights we've had. She just thinks that I'm naive and stupid, and that I see therapy as some magical fix to her issues. I get that it won't be easy for her, but she's not even willing to try it.
How long has she been cutting herself for?
Like a couple of years. It wasn't too bad up until... her parents died.
Wait, what? Her parents are dead? Oh my god. I need to comfort her, Flam.
There's really no point in doing it now. It's not like she'll respond to you.
But I feel awful for her. All this time, she cuts herself and her parents are dead and I've done absolutely nothing to help her.
That's not your fault though, is it? She keeps this stuff from you, so it's not like you did it deliberately. If it makes you feel any better, I only found out that she cuts herself by accident, like I said.
I know, but...
She bites her lip and looks down at the floor. Anyway, now that you know about her parents and her self-harm, I guess I can tell you about what caused our arguments. With a heavy heart, I recall what was said during the first argument.
So she feels jealous because we hung out together?
Yeah, she's always thought you'd make for a better girlfriend and that she can't make me as happy as you do. I've reassured her many times that you and I are just good friends, but I guess she doesn't see it that way. There's a pained look on Saori's face.
I'm really sorry, Flam.
Don't be. Nothing is your fault. If there's anyone I'm really pissed off with, it's those bullies who used to prey on her insecurities. I guess years of being bullied really changed the way she sees herself, and it really fucking sucks. So yeah, that's basically what happened. You saw how awkward things were between us at school, so I gave her a couple of days before I tried to talk to her again. And next, well, you can probably guess how that went down. Another painful recall.
You guys are really in a pickle, aren't you?
Yeah, you definitely could say that.
I don't really know what to say.
At least that's when you know that things are really bad. When not even you can say something positive about it.
No, that's not it. I just didn't know that self-harming stuff was involved.
I know. I'm only messing. Well, sort of. For what it's worth, Saori, just being able to talk to you about this stuff has been really helpful. I still don't really know what to do, but talking to you has really helped.
Really? But I didn't even do anything.
You don't need to. Just being around you and you being you helps. So thank you.
That's okay. I'm glad I was able to help, even if I couldn't do much.
Well, I can't help but feel like I betrayed Yuri's trust, by telling you about her deepest secrets.
Don't feel like that, Flam. Your intentions were good, and that's what counts. You opened up to me because you wanted to help her, right?
That's definitely part of it, yeah. But I was selfish, too.
Huh? How?
I wanted to help myself as well. My head felt like it was going to explode because I was keeping all this stuff within me. And I wanted some release, even if it meant exposing Yuri's secrets like that. I hang my head in shame, but Saori gently clasps my hands in hers and smiles at me.
You're not selfish at all. Sometimes we gotta put ourselves first, If you didn't talk to me, who knows what would have happened if you kept bottling up your issues. You did the right thing. Besides, we're both Yuri's friends. It's not like you told a random stranger, someone mean who would have told everyone about our problems. I think, now that I know, I can maybe try to help you two out.
How?
Well, I don't really know. But you're not alone anymore. That should help, I hope.
It does.
Anyway, like I said, I'm not really sure what you should do. But I could spend some time with Yuri and maybe ask the other girls to join us. I won't tell anyone what you told me, but if we all spend some time with her, maybe that'll help. It might help take your mind off things and also give her the time she needs to be ready to talk to you again. I think maybe she does need help, but just not from you.
Ouch.
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. After all, I'm not her only friend, am I? It might do her well to spend time with other people. I know she loves and values the club, so perhaps you're right. It can't hurt to try, right? I mean, I'd be impressed if your attempts go any worse than mine did.
Don't say that. Things will be fine. I promise.
I really hope so. Sari lets out a loud yawn. Hey, damn it!
Oh, sorry. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Go home and get some rest then. You've helped me enough as it is.
Are you sure? I don't mind sticking around if you want to talk about anything else.
I think I'll be okay for now.
Okay, if you're positive.
She makes for the door, but before she heads out, she turns around to look at me.
Will I see you in school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good. Because my morning walks are lonely without you. There's no one to make fun of me.
She pouts and I can't help but laugh. A genuine laugh that restores some light to the bleakness that surrounds me.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow morning then.
Although she leaves, the faint tinge of hope lingers in the air. I just hope it stays. Please be right, Yuri. Please let things be fine again. What? Not for the first time I'm woken up by my phone, and this thing really is I stopped dead in my tracks once I noticed who the text is from. Any remaining vestiges of sleep are instantly replaced by a horrible mixture of both anticipation and stress. Holy... How long is this text?
You don't have to make any more excuses for me, Flam. You don't have to make so many excuses for such a pitiful, self-loathing freak. How truly pathetic I really am. Yearning for the past, yearning for my parents, people I couldn't even be transparent with. Maybe it was for the best that I didn't show them how abhorrent I truly am. They would have been worried and would have wasted so much time trying to convince me to get help, much like you do. But I'm being the selfish, pathetic person I am. I can't even do that. I can't even order food at a cafe without turning into an embarrassment. Why is it that something as simple as making a booking is beyond me? I've even caused you to miss school over these past few days with the worrying I forced upon you. I want to change. I really do. If there's one thing I hate about myself most, it's how pervasive my inability to function by myself runs. I grew too dependent on you. I let you do so many things for me. Because I'm a lazy, weak individual who never had any drive to actually act upon my wish to change. You don't have to apologize for any of the things you said. You know why? Because you were right. My arms are an ugly mess. I don't communicate at all. But it's okay, in a strange sense. Hearing those words from you was a comforting sense of closure. It confirmed that I always knew in my head that I really am an aberration. I finally realized that every single person who ever bullied me was in the right and I was in the wrong. Especially about you to think you could have changed me. You were nothing but a false hope. And I know it's extremely selfish of me to dump such a long text on you. But it's the only way I feel I can actually talk to you now. And besides, I know you don't want to see me anymore, and even getting this out proved to be extremely difficult, so please, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
What the fuck? For a few moments, I just stared dumbly at my phone as my brain tries to process such a damning text. Part of me feels like it's on fire. Mentally, my mind feels like it's going a billion miles an hour. Yeah, another part feels completely frozen. What am I meant to do? What? Where do I even start? Finally, my hand starts shooting a response back. Why I'm typing though is beyond me. It's almost as if there's a disconnection between my brain and my fingers. Yuri, you're scaring me. Please, it's not like that at all. I do still want to see you. I still want to fix stuff between us. Please believe me. Please, let me just talk to you. Agonizingly slow moments pass by without a response. I waste no time in ringing her, but... of course, nothing. What to do?
Flam?
Huh? Sayori? I crossed the room and opened the door. What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to make sure you came to school today, of course. I realized you might still be feeling really down, so I came over again.
I glanced back to my phone lying on my bed. I'm still lying suspiciously silent.
What's wrong?
As always, Sayori is quick on the uptake, noticing where I'm looking.
Oh, did Yuri message you?
Did Yuri come to school yesterday?
Yeah, but...
I don't even wait for her to finish before I start heading for the bathroom. I've got to see her today, and I've got to sort this out for good. I don't care what it takes. Nothing about Sakurai's lesson is actively registering in my brain. I didn't see Yuri anywhere before my first lesson, and by that point, I had to reluctantly stay. It's looking like she isn't in. Damn it, Sayori said she came in yesterday, so of course I had to assume the same would hold true for today. Finally, lunchtime. I packed my bag at light speed and rushed over to the door, but just then... Flam, may I have a moment? Damn it. Is the whole world against me today? I somehow managed to suppress my boiling emotions before turning to Sakurai with a strained smile. Sir? Don't worry, I don't tend to hold you for long. Then get on with it. Flam, is everything alright with you? You haven't been paying any attention in class, and you look rather stressed. No, everything's not alright. Yes, I'm fine, thanks for asking. I know I'm just your teacher, but you can talk to me if need be, alright? Okay, thanks. Sorry, I just, really need to use the bathroom. I was rushing too much to go this morning, so I was holding it in until now. In that case, don't let me stop you. With a wave back, I rocket off to the club room. Sorry, Sakurai, but I really have to hurry. I burst through the door and waste absolutely no time with my questions. Have either of you two seen Yuri?
No, I don't think so. Neither have I. She's not in today. Flam, we really need to...
I don't even let her finish.
Flam, where are you going?
Sayori, you said you saw Yuri yesterday, right?
Yeah, why?
Was she okay? Like, her sleeves? Did they look different at all or anything?
Her sleeves? I don't think so. But she looked really pale, and to be honest, she barely spoke to us. But she did ask where you were.
And then?
Well, when we told her you didn't come in today, she left. She muttered something about needing the bathroom, and she didn't come back.
The wave of fear that shoots through me at sickening speed almost makes me ill. Tell the others I've gone home.
Huh? Hi. Flam? Did something happen to Yuri?
I've already started making my way to the end of the corridors. Sayori's concerned face barely even registers in my mind. Stop asking so many fucking questions and just do it! Desperately trying to fight off the feeling that I've made an awful, awful mistake. I opened my phone and urgently flipped to Yuri's number. Come on, come on. Nothing but the damning sound of the dial tone droning on and on. I don't care if I have to break down her damn front door, I'm going. But before I'm even able to approach the door, I hear a sound that I've been yearning to hear for what feels like a very, very long time. In a flash, my phone has been whipped out and answered. Yuri?
I read your text.
I read your text. Please just let me in. I'm outside your house, and my voice dies down as I hear sobbing coming from the other end.
I missed them. I missed them so much.
Yuri, calm down. Just talk to me. What's...
I'm scared. I'm scared, Flam. Flam, what have I done? I don't know if these ones will heal.
You're scaring me, Yuri. You're really scaring me. Are you home? Please just open the door. I'm right outside.
I can't. I wasn't thinking. I didn't mean to. I'm so scared. It isn't meant to hurt like this. It isn't meant to hurt like this. I just want to see them again.
Yuri? Yuri! Hold on, Yuri. I'm hanging up for just a second so I can call an ambulance, but I'm calling back right after. Hang on, okay?
I didn't mean to. Flam, I'm scared. Flam?
No answer. I slowly release my grip on the phone and let it fall with a thump on the floor. It's warm and wet on the carpet. How am I supposed to clean this up? I never had to clean up this much blood before.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I was always okay before. How did it turn out this way this time? It's too deep this time. I'm so scared. Mom, Dad, help me. Please. From a faraway distance, an irritating tiny tune rings and rings. There's red all over my arms and legs. Please, anyone. It's my fault. Mom, help. I need you. Dad, I'm all alone.
Slowly, the noises are fading. The banging at the door, the ringing, the stinging in my arms. The noises are fading. The noises are fading. Well, that was unexpected. I had no idea that all the choices that I was making were leading to the bad ending. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been troubling, to say the least. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.